You are not ready for a civil war, nor do you need a civil war to defeat the enemy. First, you overcome the enemy within yourself, then you see how to deal with the enemy outside of you. Everything starts with you first. I remember when they had the rally at the Capitol, I said to the people, hey, drop the anger. Don't be angry so that you can see what you're doing. You don't walk into a trap. You're being set up. And because a lot of people were upset that Donald Trump wasn't reelected as president. And so they went into the anger and they were lured right into a trap. And some people are still paying the price for that. And that's where the government and others want you locked away or losing your freedom. Because every time you overreact to a situation like that, they take away more of your freedom. Oh, it's the guns. Gun violence. No such thing as gun violence. It's people violence. Guns don't commit violence. People commit violence. They take away your freedom of speech because you are doing exactly what they want you to do, so that they'll use that as a reason, as an excuse. When you're angry, you can't see that. You're fighting with other angry people. If you notice that the Democrats are very violent, and they have a violent movement that they've been pushing for a number of years now, really fast paced. The representatives, some of the voters of the Democratic Party, the media, they have a very violent movement going on because they're so unhappy and they want power and wealth. They want to control you. But when you don't have anger, you cannot be controlled. And the Democratic Party, along with the liberal media, some conservative media, are using agitation. They're encouraging anger. They are of the Democrat, liberal, radical Democrats and right-wing Republicans. New religion in America today is anger. They're pushing anger. It is very violent, especially, but not only, especially among Christian white men and women. They hate you. You thought that the radical so-called civil rights movement was radical and bad. This made those days look like a heyday. But I would recommend you overcome the anger so you can walk in the light and not in the darkness. So do not try to fight evil with evil, but you overcome evil with good, meaning don't be angry, don't hate it. You want to discern it, but don't hate it. This is from Fox in response to the Civil War thing. The FBI and the DHS have seen an increase in violent threats. An increase in violent threats. And believe me, white folks, white Trump supporters, they're looking at you. They don't care about violence. Look how white people are being attacked and Asians by the blacks every day. Every day. Not one day go by when they're not attacked. Violent, but they don't care about that. This is about the Trump supporters because they are like surprised that after all that they have done to try to hurt Joe Biden, I mean, not Joe Biden, but President Trump, the voters still support him. They're like, what the? As a matter of fact, he has more support now as a result of the attack upon his home in Florida. The FBI and DHS have seen an increase in violent threats against law enforcement, including bomb threats, calls for civil war, and armed rebellion have also increased in recent days on social media. You're not thinking, if this is true, you are not thinking for yourself. You're setting yourself up, folks. They are doing to you exactly what they're trying to do to Donald Trump. They want to stop you. And you set yourself up to be stopped. There are ways to deal with issues in life. Get involved, run for office. Encourage your friends and family members to vote for the Great White Hope if he does run again. And don't think that you won't win because the devil tell you, oh, you're not going to win. There are positions that the Republicans don't even try for, like in California. There are openings where Republicans don't even go for, it's just Democrats are running. So nobody even tries. You can walk in there and say, hey, I want to run.
We're also following breaking news from Washington. And first, we want to stress there's no information at this time into what motivated this. But a man is dead after he crashed his car into a barricade near the Supreme Court early this morning. Capitol Police say his car became engulfed with flames after the crash. He then got out of his car and fired several shots in the air. As Capitol Police approached, the man shot himself. No one was hurt.
Capitol Police Chief giving an update this morning, saying that in light of this, the backdrop here, this rise in threats to law enforcement nationwide, that's also happening here at the Capitol. Take a listen.
There's always some chatter somewhere, and certainly the Capitol is a very high-profile target for a lot of folks.
Amazing. Amazing, right? Apparently, they don't know why that guy did that. And again, they hate you because you support Donald Trump. All right? So cut it out, calm down, and you can't fight hate with hate. You fight hate, anger with love, meaning discernment. Don't hate it. See it for what it is, and you'll be shown how to deal with it. You really, 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 really will. All right? So, cut it out. I'm warning you.